Time to disband, legate? You will always be a warrior at heart. Now it's time to be a citizen.
Today's augury casts doubt and confusion. I bring forth the following relatio, the result of which is to be decided per discretionem no later than the sun disappears beyond the horizon. Today's relatio presented itself and is thus natural. There shall be an assignment of territory and responsibility.
Thanks to you, Egypt is presently without a ruler. With the unfortunate demise of the proconsul of Africa, there's an obvious question of control.
The issue is of the utmost importance, and the candidate, I believe, is obvious. The only question is, does the conqueror of Egypt wish to shoulder this responsibility?
Indeed. Doesn't conquest imply a decisive victory? I believe it was thanks to Vitellius Lurco that you were victorious. Am I wrong?
Does this mean you are accusing Vitellius Lurco of treason?
Would it now? You mean to say he was deceived?
I most certainly wasn't.
So you do accept the accusations, then?
I don't.
Very well. I believe this discussion is concluded, then.
Indeed, it seems we have only one real candidate here. The decision is made. All hail the new proconsul of Africa and his victorious legions!
Congratulations. You are proconsul of Africa. I hope you know what you're doing. That's what I was afraid of.
Did you hear? We have taken control of Egypt. If you ask me, it was long overdue.
Now, if the bread continues to be stale, we have only our own bakers to blame.
Is your back giving you trouble? My wife... Salve, legate. Welcome back. Is there anything you need? You have purchased all my spare linen, and it is still not enough. I'm very sorry, I cannot spare any more.
I love your dress. Where did you get it?
Thank you. It was purchased from Iomachia's clothing market in Pompeii.
I must arrange to visit that soon then.
Salve, Domine. How can I be of assistance? That's right. Do you know my father? Oh, that's right. He's told us a lot about you. Please wait here. I'll go get him.
Legate, it's good to see you out of your uniform again. How is civilian life treating you this time? Indeed I have. My family must eat. She is. She is the youngest of the clutch. I tell her she should find a nice rich patrician boy to marry, but she insists she enjoys helping me sell what I make. It has been better, but it has also been worse. There will always be people in need of horseshoes and kitchen pots. Only the best things. You are held in great esteem in my household. For you, it would have to be something prestigious. Tell me, have you heard of a Parazonium? The very same. You have managed just fine through 2 campaigns without it, but if nothing else, I'd say you've earned the right to wield such a blade. What say you? I can sell you one that you'll be proud to show off. It's a symbol of prestige more than anything. Jewelry for a great soldier. To tell you the truth, I have one almost finished. It was ordered for the scion of another patrician house who was going to be a tribunus under Crassus. The young fool bedded the wrong girl and was stripped of his military commission, and the order was cancelled. If you'll wait for an hour, I will personalize it for you and finish the work. Ah, good, you're back. The Parazonium is finished. I engraved your initials on the hilt and got it nice and sharp for you. A well-tempered and carburized blade, if I do say so myself. In a manner of speaking, as long as the men believe it, they will fight all the fiercer when you are near. Thank you, but it's not for sale. If you ever go to war again, I'll be with you. But here in Rome,
I prefer my freedom. It was good to see you again, Legate. But if that'll be all, I must get back to work.
My cousin was at Alexandria, you know, on one of Vitellius Lurco's ships.
How did they manage to take the city?
The ships arrived just in the nick of time. Apparently the legions were nearly routed.
You look like you've been sleeping poorly. Is something wrong?
It's kind of you to ask. My husband has fallen ill.
That's right, you told me last time we met. Has he not improved?
He's only got worse. We had to leave him with the Medici at the clinic.
I'm so sorry. I will pray for him at the Temple of Apollo Medicus tonight.
Personally, I hope Polybius is elected Aedile. He makes fine bread.
Good bread hardly makes a man qualified for Aedile. Personally, my vote is for Wattia.
You only say that because your collegium recommends him.
Nonsense! I think he's worthy of the city.
Salve. I see you're on your way out. Glad I caught you. I wish I could say I was just dropping by for a cordial visit. However, I was in fact asked to come here by your friend. Julia Callida has got herself into a great deal of trouble, and she has beseeched me to lend her my legal counsel. I told her I would represent her as a favor to you, if you are willing to owe me. For reasons that will become apparent, your friend is forced to maintain a low profile at the moment. She has chosen a discreet meeting spot, near the market. Please meet us there today, and she will explain the details of her predicament.
promotion mean for us?
It is a prestigious post that will bring great wealth to the household. It can only be good.
But it will be a lot of work as well. We have to prepare for the journey.
You're right. Dominus will need a lot of things brought to Africa.
We should start packing.
Stablemaster had 2 horses in need of new shoes. Go with him to see
Excuse me.
near the Forum tomorrow.
Our personal supply of endless mirth is almost depleted.
Shall I send for a few more barrels from the vineyard?
If they have any left, it is becoming a rare commodity these days.
We still have some reserved for this household, I believe. I'll ask them.
Excuse me.
We are being summoned to appear at the court. You have committed a criminal offense, or so they claim. Both things can be true. Our actions sometimes cause harm to society, yet we may be unaware. Or perhaps you're being wrongfully accused. Only one way to find out. Someone must have suffered because of something you did. Frankly, there's no way to know unless we visit the magistrate. If we want to defend ourselves, certainly. To be technical, they cannot reach a decision in our absence. But lately, they have started interpreting silence as acceptance. I say it is best to be on the safe side. It is best not to ignore these things. The court may think of your silence as an acceptance of guilt. If you find yourself near the Forum, you should talk to the magistrate. I will meet you there. In all but name. You can of course not be proconsul when you were never consul. This will be a lucrative posting, nevertheless. We have already begun to make the preparations. I have personally selected your staff. This will be good for your political career. And more of that Egyptian heat will be wonderful for my old bones. Despite all of our efforts, he did really position himself well politically. I would not be surprised to see him become a consul soon. Those who have great ambitions can't often hide it, but when they do, those ambitions are usually achieved.
Though it pains me to say goodbye again so soon, your promotion to proconsul is a great thing for our family. It's a very profitable position. To Egypt? By Juno, I could not be away from my garden for so long. I will come and visit you from time to time, of course. Of course, dear. Is there anything I can help you with?
Is it solid gold? It's so gaudy.
The actual throne of the Pharaoh of Egypt. What a trophy.
Have a nice day.
Statius nearly dropped an amphora full of olive oil in the triclinium. Oh, that boy will be the death of me.
An auction of fine sirway will be held tomorrow by the house of Erasinus. Learned Greeks captured in the war against Mithridates. Strong-backed workers from Hispania and Mauritania. Erasinus has sirway for every budget.
Our way. Thank you for coming. Hopefully this matter will be resolved quickly. An admirable quality fit for a true Roman. This is about your servus, Secundus. It seems that last night he got quite drunk. In his intoxicated state he got into a fight with another servus.
With all due respect, Domine, that's hardly the most relevant question we can ask here.
On the contrary, it's actually a surprisingly relevant question. Not only did he win, he broke the other man's arm.
Oh.
It is not my place to tell you how you should handle your serwi. I am not a censor. Nevertheless, the punishment of your servus is not the topic of this hearing. He is your servus, is he not? His actions fall under your purview and responsibility. There's not much to say. The evidence is irrefutable. The other servus was severely injured, costing his dominus valuable labor. Furthermore, there are criminal charges. This kind of violence is not to be tolerated. The sentence for the first offense will be mandatory. In total, this means you will have to pay 200 denarii to the offended dominus and 100 denarii to the state. Do you contest this ruling? I understand. Then our proceedings are over.
The conqueror of Egypt announces his imminent departure from the city. He will take up his seat in Alexandria as proconsul of Egypt.
Do you need me?
I've taken care of the payment. There's just one more matter we need to address. Secundus himself. will see to it that he's trained properly. Domine.
Domine.
Feel under the weather? I will attend to your health.
Fine.
There he is, the man of the hour.
I need your help. They will kill me. I need someone to defend me at the court tomorrow. It's a long story. What do you want to know? Feels like a lifetime ago. Before I joined the Legion, I killed my husband. Sort of. People were looking for me, and I was on the run. I could have found other places to hide, but I chose the Legion because the life appealed to me. Then Lucullus, he saw me for what I truly was, and he allowed me to be that person. That was the first time I experienced freedom. And freedom to die on my own terms. Knowing that whatever happens to me is because of my decisions. It's not that easy. No matter how far I try to run, my past keeps catching up with me. Julius Calidus is a warrior of renown in the Legion, and he has slain countless men. He's a hero. Julia Calida has slain only one man. She is a murderer. And whenever I enter Rome, I turn back into Julia, the husband killer. He was an extremely controlling man. I couldn't leave the villa except in his company. Everything about how I dressed, who was allowed to visit me, all was decided by him. I couldn't live that way. We fought about it all the time. One of those fights took place atop the grand staircase. It got very heated. I pushed him. I wish I could tell you he died for a better reason. That he was a criminal, or that it was some grand conspiracy, or even just that he was hitting me. But his cruelty was of a much more insidious sort. And to the people of Rome, his was a perfectly acceptable way to treat his wife. This whole thing is their fault. When my brother Aulus finally invited me to dinner, I thought everything was going to be fine. Not exactly. They were setting me up for another marriage. Can you believe it? Everything was fine at first, and Aulus was speaking up for me. Now that my father is dead, he is pater familias after all. Then suddenly, this ridiculous mule walks in. Burienus Crispus. Hey, not fair. But I don't know. Am I a woman who kills her husbands? Is this who I am?
So far, you've killed only one husband. I believe, statistically speaking, that counts as an outlier.
Rome. Look. I am a murderer. And I thought we were over this with my family, but... pretty much. The moment I refused this new marriage they set up for me, Mother turned me in. I barely escaped. I never know what to do when I'm in Rome. There will be a hearing tomorrow where they will try me for the murder of my late husband. I may be sentenced to death. I need Cicero to advocate on my behalf.
Matricide. It's a difficult situation. Was he a particularly cruel man?
Not by Roman standards.
I would certainly not use that line in front of the public. Please answer my question.
He was a bit full of himself, but actually he didn't really do anything bad to me.
He didn't even whip you a little bit?
You think he could have?
Indeed not. A pity. This makes defense difficult. I didn't say that. I welcome the challenge, but you will owe me a great deal.
What?
True. Of course, it doesn't matter legally if you're married or not. But correct me if I'm wrong, it's Callida's family who stands as her accusers. The reason for their outrage doesn't seem to be the untimely death of her late husband, but her refusal to remarry to someone equally wealthy and powerful. If you get married to each other, though, well, you are certainly wealthy and your political star is clearly rising.
This is not the way I imagined you'd ask the question, but, of course I want this.
An unexpected solution to the problem. Congratulations. Have a happy marriage.
The great Gaeso Quinctius Aquilinus. Your reputation precedes you. They tell me you're here on business. So, let's discuss business. A curious demand based on nothing at all. You seem to have an inexplicable soft spot for this girl. Curiously, I don't think you even know her name. I see. That sounds very important indeed. She must be quite valuable to you. This sets the price at an extremely high level. Too high for you, I'm afraid. I'd rather not. I would, however, gladly negotiate with that patrician friend of yours. His vineyard has risen to quite a bit of fame over these past few years. The chance to make a competitor go bankrupt. Now, that is valuable to me. I have both money and time. Salve, legate. I hope you have been informed as to the nature of our potential transaction. Go ahead. I wouldn't expect anyone who makes the kind of piss you call wine to appreciate true craftsmanship. I'm thinking I can be persuaded to part with Lucia, the serwer in question, in exchange for, say, half your vineyards. How does that sound?
What? That is insane! It's not a fair price for anything! Surely you won't go ahead with this, legate.
It's called negotiation. Of course you are free to make a counteroffer, but I should remind you, as the owner of the object of desire, I have the advantage in this game.
The price you demand is excessive. Demanding an overwhelmingly high price for a commodity of a certain value is illegal.
If you believe the law is on your side, you can take this to the Senate. Otherwise, I have made my offer. I see. And let me guess. The easy way is I just hand over my valuable assets to you for nothing, and the hard way is what? You attack me in my own villa?
Certainly not. That would lower us to his level. We're not criminals. You can't wash dirt using dirt.
How do you even know about my side business? You certainly wouldn't dare.
To be honest, I don't really know if he is telling the truth. But I know for sure he would dare.
Very well, take the girls. Just leave me alone. I never want to see you again.
Likewise. You didn't actually have any evidence against him, did you? You made me partner to your crime. Perhaps I just did not anticipate this kind of heroism of myself.
Please don't be so harsh on yourselves, Dominique. You've saved my life today. And the life of my daughter.
I hope you're right, Lucia. Go pick your girl up and take her to my friend's villa.
As you wish, Dominus.
Just Kaiso, please. Thank you for being here for me.
Hercules! What have you done? Silvius!
Who are you? Why did you kill that man? I assure you I do not. Why have you come here? That does not sound like something I would do. How long ago was this? We're just a group of regular citizens who gather regularly to enjoy the finer things in life. Nobody is hurt, I swear on Juno Capratina. The women are here by their own choice. The Senate has outlawed our gatherings, it's true, but only because they don't understand. They've given in to populist sentiment and slanderous rumors, that's all. Nothing we do here is wrong. Listen, I'm certain we can come to some sort of agreement. You are bereaved. Do you seek compensation? Get your hands off me!
The bitch killed Silvius! She's mad! Stop her!
You want to try me too? I will kill you all if I must.
not be any trouble. I would never. Find your clothes and get out.